Welcome to another chilling tale straight from the shadows. Tonight, we unravel the mystery of a figure who has haunted the edges of reality for decades. He's been seen at tragic moments, always out of reach. A man dressed in black. Some call him a harbinger of disaster. Others believe he's something far darker. This is the story of the man in the black suit. Our first encounter takes us to the busy streets of New York City. It's the winter of 1974, a year marked by tension in the city. But on a cold December day, a strange figure was spotted amidst the crowd. A woman walking home from work described seeing a man in a black suit, standing perfectly still on the sidewalk, staring straight ahead. His pale, ghostly face left her frozen in place. In a blink, the figure vanished without a trace. Hours later, a fire broke out in a nearby apartment building, engulfing the structure in flames. Some witnesses claimed to have seen the same man in black standing silently in the distance, watching as the building burned before disappearing into the night. A decade later, the man in the black suit appeared once again, this time in Chicago. On the night of September 19, 1985, James Lafferty, a security guard, reported seeing a mysterious figure standing near the loading dock of a warehouse in the South Side. The man, dressed sharply in a black suit, stood eerily still, his expression blank. Moments after Lafferty looked away, the figure disappeared. The next morning, a tragic accident claimed the life of one of his co-workers in the same area. Though no one else saw the man, Lafferty's experience left him with an unsettling feeling, one that he would never forget. Seattle, Washington, 1992. The city was rocked by one of the most tragic accidents in its history. On the morning of May 14th, an office building in downtown Seattle suddenly collapsed, killing 27 people. But what made this disaster even stranger were the reports of a man seen on a nearby rooftop just before the collapse. According to the witnesses, this man, dressed in a black suit, stood motionless, observing the building's moments before it crumbled to the ground. By the time rescue teams arrived, the figure had vanished. Some believe that he knew what was going to happen, while others insist he was simply a figment of the witnesses' imagination. Our next sighting takes place in London in the year 2011. On the night of August 23rd, a passenger train derailed just outside the city, causing widespread panic and claiming the lives of 12 passengers. Among the survivors was Clara Evans, who recalled seeing a strange man standing near the tracks moments after the crash. She described him as wearing a dark suit and standing motionless despite the chaos around him. His presence was unnerving, as if he was not part of the scene at all. By the time emergency crews arrived, the figure had vanished. Though her testimony was largely ignored, others later came forward, claiming to have seen a similar figure lurking near the wreckage. Who or what is the man in the black suit? Theories about his identity are as numerous as they are unsettling. Some believe he is a harbinger of doom, appearing just before disasters strike, a silent witness to tragedy. Others suggest he is a time traveler, slipping through moments of catastrophe to observe history's darkest moments. There are even those who claim he is something far more sinister, an alien, or perhaps a demon, feeding off the fear and pain of humanity. Regardless of the theory, one fact remains. The man in the black suit continues to be seen, always in the shadows of disaster. He may be watching even now, waiting for the next moment of devastation to unfold. If you ever catch a glimpse of him standing in the distance, just remember, it might already be too late. Thank you for joining us around the campfire. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another amazing story. And be sure to join us next time as we explore Tales from the Shadows.